Hello dear students, I am your chemistry lecturer Miss Deepa. In the last session you know about the development of the periodic table. Okay, in this session I will explain about the introduction of present form of periodic table, that is long form of the periodic table or the modern periodic table. Okay. According to Henry Moseley, modern periodic law is what? Modern periodic law states that physical and chemical properties of the elements are periodic functions of their atomic number. Okay, this is very important. Modern periodic law states that the physical and chemical properties of the elements are periodic functions of their atomic number wise. This is known as modern periodic law. Here in this picture, this is a modern periodic table. It is proposed by scientist Henry Moseley. Here, the physical and chemical properties of the elements are arranged in the increasing order of their atomic numbers. Okay, let us see. I am introducing modern periodic table. See students, this periodic table consists of 7 periods. First period consisting of 2 elements, that is of hydrogen and helium. Then second period of lithium to the neon. Third period consisting of up to sodium to the argon. Fourth period consisting of potassium to the krypton. Fifth students consist of rubidium to the xenon. Next, sixth period consists of cesium to the radon. And seventh period is newly discovered element from the francium to the radium, and all these are radioactive elements. Okay. These modern periodic table consisting of 4 blocks. They classified into 4 blocks as S block elements, P block elements, D block elements and F block elements. S block elements are present at the left side of the periodic table, and P block elements are present at the right side of the periodic table. In between S and P block there is a D block elements. Then at the bottom of the periodic table they placed F block elements. Let us see what are the advantages and disadvantages of this. Why we classify the elements? We classify the elements for the easier studying, for easier understanding of the properties of the each elements. Then let us come to this point, S block elements. In S block elements, first group element means groups. Groups are what? Vertical columns. There are totally 18 vertical columns. These 18 vertical columns we called it as groups. And 7 horizontal rows. These 7 horizontal rows we called it as periods. Okay. Here the 18 vertical columns are the groups. In that, in a S block element, S block elements are located at these are located at left side of the periodic table. Then in S block, first group elements are called the alkali metals. Alkali metals are what? Hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. In order to remember this, I will say one trick to remember this. I am saying you as Halina K Rafkas Fara. This is just for your remembrance purpose. Please, what is the trick to remember alkali metals? Halina K Rafkas Fara. These are the alkali metals. Why these are called the alkali metals? Because these elements react with the water, it gives the hydroxide. It forms the oxides and hydroxides of the elements. So these are called the alkali metals. These are base forming elements. Alkali meaning is base, like acid base. Base forming elements are called the alkali metals. Next, in the S block elements, the second group elements are called the alkaline earth metals. Why the name alkaline earth metals to this? Because these metals increases the alkalinity of the earth. These metals also forms the oxides and the hydroxide, mainly of hydroxide. These also form the hydroxide. So the name alkaline earth metals. These metals are found in the earth crust as a micro and macronutrients. As in the form of macronutrients, so these metals increases the alkalinity of the earth. Almost all these S block elements are in the form of metals. These are metals. And come to the P block elements. P block elements, this is from group 13 to the group 18 elements. Group 13 to group 18 elements are called the P block elements. In that, the P block elements 13 group are called the boron family elements. Then 14 group are the carbon family elements. 15 group are the nitrogen family elements. 16 groups are the oxygen family elements. And 17 groups are the halogens. 18 groups are the noble gases. Come to the point of 13th family. This may have boron, aluminium, gallium, indium, thallium and the newly discovered elements as a nihonium. Next, 14 family elements: carbon, silicon, germanium, tin and the lead. I'll say one trick to remember this. Here, group 13 family elements, how to remember this as Bala Ganga in Titanic. Means B for boron, Bal, Al for aluminium, Z for gallium and I for indium, T for thallium, Ti for thallium and next one is nihonium. Then come to the point of carbon family elements. Carbon family elements are carbon, silicon, germanium, tin and lead. Then the trick to remember this element is what? Kashi Gaye Sant Prabhu. It is a just trick to remember group wise elements. Kashi Gaye Sant Prabhu. Next, come to the nitrogen family elements. Nitrogen family elements are nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony and the bismuth. Na paas sab bimar. It is a trick to remember 15 family elements. These 15 family elements we called it as pnictogens. The name for the 15 family elements as pnictogens. Yeah, P is silent. Why the name pnictogens for this? Because these are in the form of gas. These gas are difficult to breathe. Difficulty to breathe, that's why the name pnictogens for this. Then come to the 16 family elements, that is oxygen family elements. The oxygen family elements we called it as chalcogens. Chalcogens, why the name chalcogens for this? Because these elements forms the oxides of ore. Oxides of ore means like oxides of iron, iron oxide, hematite ore, Fe2O3, then Fe3O4, magnetite, then bauxite ore, Al2O3, 2H2O, means their oxygen is present. Then one more example, zinc sulfide, it is a ore of zinc. Then like that, these are ore forming elements. What are those elements? Those elements are oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium. One small trick to remember these elements as in the form of one sentence, that is oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium. O say TEPO. Next, come to the 17 family elements. 17 family elements we called it as halogens. The name for the 17th family is halogens. Why the name halogens for this family? Because halo means halite. Halite means salt. These elements forms the salt. Salt forming elements we called it as halogens. The elements are what? Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine. Commonly we indicated in the form of X. X is equal to what? This is chlorine, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine and astatine. The trick to remember these elements are Fussell-Bright Indian Act. This is just for your remembrance purpose in the group wise to remember by using this trick, Fussell-Bright Indian Act. Okay. Come to the last family, 18 family elements in P block. The 18 family elements are called the noble gases, inert gases, chemically inert gases or zero valence groups, zero valence elements, because their last valence shell is completely filled. So the valency becomes 0. So the name is zero group elements. And why the name inert for these inert group elements? Because these elements do not react with any other elements of the periodic table. So the name is chemically inertness or the noble gases. Next, these S block and P block elements together called the main group elements or the representative elements. Both S and P together called the representative elements. Next, in between S and P block elements there is a presence of D block elements. D block elements, the D block elements we call it as transition elements. Why the name transition elements for this? Transition meaning is it transits the properties between metals to the non-metals, and these D block elements consisting of number of unpaired electrons. Due to presence of unpaired electrons, these metals we called it as transition elements. Next, come to the F block elements. One of the drawback of this periodic table is here the 14 elements of lanthanide and 14 elements of actinoids, these two F block elements groups are placed at the bottom of the periodic table. If they place in the this side means what it happens, because the shape of periodic table become irregular shape. Due to this reason, these 14 elements are placed at the bottom of the periodic table. This is one of the disadvantages of the periodic table. One more disadvantage is there. What is that? The position of hydrogen is uncertain. Why the position of hydrogen is uncertain? Because whether it is placed in alkali metals or whether it placed in the halogen family elements. Because it shows the properties of both alkali metals and the halogens. So the position of hydrogen become uncertain. This is one of the drawback or the disadvantages of the present form of the periodic table. Next, these F block elements. F block elements we called it as inner transition elements. Next, general electronic configuration of this. General electronic configuration of first group elements as a NS1 and general electronic configuration of second group element as NS2, because here valence cell last consisting of one electron, so all the carries +1 oxidation state. Here last valence cell consisting of 2 electrons, so this shows the +2 oxidation state. This is all about alkali metals. Then I will not say this trick to remember the alkaline earth metals. Alkaline earth metal tricks are what? Here beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium is there. What is the trick? Be maga ka sar bara. Otherwise use beta mange car scooter bap razi. This is just trick to remember elements in the form of group wise. Okay. Next students, see this present form of the periodic table consisting of what? Metals, non-metals and the metalloids. Metals, non-metals and metalloids are all the S block elements and the D block elements are in the form of metals, and somewhat in P block also some elements are in the form of metals, and in P block it consisting of both metals, non-metals and the metalloids. Let us see the difference between metals, non-metals and the metalloids. These metals are present in the S block, in the D block and also in the F block and the P block, in all the blocks. But somewhat the non-metals are present in the P block elements, that is in the form of gaseous state. Then metalloids. Metalloid shows the properties of both the metals and non-metals. These are located in the periodic table of the P block elements. Okay. First, you know the difference between these metals, non-metals and the metalloids. Okay. Metals are what? Metals are the lustrous, means it have shining surface, and the metals are good conductors of heat and electricities, and these metals are solids, and these metals are malleable and the ductile. When these metals are hammered by the hammer, it comes into the thin sheets and it comes into the thin wires. It is drawn into the thin wires. That property is malleability and the ductility. These are all the properties of the metals. And non-metals. Non-metals are opposite of metals. Non-metals are not lustrous, not shining surface, non-sonorous, means not sound producing. They are not good conductors of heat and electricity, and they are not shows the properties of malleability and the ductility. They are in the form of solids also, liquids, and also in the form of gases. They mainly in the form of gases. Next, and metalloids. Metalloid shows the properties in between the metals and non-metals. It shows the properties of both metals and the non-metals. Okay. One main point is what? Name the metal that is in the form of liquid state. That is Hg. Mercury. This metal is in the form of liquid state. And name the non-metal that is in the form of liquid. That is bromine. And name the metals when that is placed in our palm, that is converted in the form of liquid state. The two metals, those are gallium and the cesium. These two metals, when placed in our palm, it converted into the form of solid to the liquid at the temperature of 29.7 degrees Celsius. It may have some degree Celsius to convert solid to the liquid state. First, okay. See students, these are all in the form of metals. These are all in the form of metals, and these are also in the form of metals of the P block elements. And what are non-metals here? Non-metals are here zigzag portion. Purple color line is there, no? Zigzag portion. These zigzag portions are in the form of semi-metals. These are semi-metals. What are those? Boron, silicon, gallium, arsenic, antimony, tellurium, polonium. Once again, boron, silicon, gallium, arsenic, antimony, tellurium, polonium. These are non-metals or semi-metals or metalloids. Metalloids or semi-metals. This shows the properties of both metals and the non-metals. These are called what? We called it as metalloids. Metalloids are called semi-metals. These all in the form of metals. Next, non-metals. Non-metals are what? Here, this parrot green color is, these are in the form of non-metals. And noble gases are also in the form of non-metals. Halogens also in the form of non-metals. Carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, sulfur, selenium, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine, helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. These are all in the form of non-metals. This is all about the present form of periodic table, that is modern periodic table. Come to this point, students. Metals, you know, metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. They are sonorous and they are luster in nature, and they show the properties of malleability and the ductility. Here, let us see about non-metals. Non-metals are elements that are poor conductors of electricity and heat, and generally they are in the form of gases, liquids, and also in the form of solids. Next, metalloids. Metalloids are the elements, they shows the properties of both metals and the non-metals. Those are metalloids. Next, the elements in the periodic table, they can be divided into mainly as a groups. That groups are what? Main group elements or the representative elements. What are those? S block and P block. Together we call the main group elements or the representative elements. Main group elements are S and P block elements. We call it as representative elements. Second one, transition elements. D block elements, we called it as transition elements. Then inner transition elements. Inner transition elements are what? F block elements. F block elements, we call it as inner transition elements. Yes. About main group elements called representative elements. You know, main group elements are what? S and P block elements. Let us know about main group elements are what? Main group elements are alkali metals. These alkali metals are from what? S block elements. No, I said it in previous. Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. These are alkali metals of the first group of S block elements. The alkali family is found in the first column of the periodic table. This is located in the first group of the S block elements, or this alkali family is found in the first column of the periodic table. These alkali metals are found in the group of first A, or we called as only first. The atoms of the alkali metals have a single electron in their outermost level. In one word, so it consisting of one electron means the valency is what? 1. Outermost shell is called the valence shell. That valence shell consisting of the valence electron. Let us see. For example, hydrogen, 1 atom, center of nucleus consisting of proton and the neutron. One shell means only one electron. Then come to lithium. Lithium is an also alkali metal. Here proton and neutron. First cell, because atomic number 3, we will write 2 and 1, or we will write the electronic configuration as 1s2, 2s1. First cell, second cell, 2 shells. First cell occupies 2 electron, second cell 1 electron. So this shell we called as valence shell. Valence shell occupies how many electron? 1 electron. So the sentence is what? Atoms of the alkali metals have a single electron in their outermost level. It has single electron in their outermost level. That is valence shell. That valence shell consisting of single electron. So the valence electrons are 1 in the alkali metals. Next, alkali metals, they are most reactive metals. Most reactive metals are alkali metals. They are present in the first group of the periodic table. Next, they react with water to release the hydrogen gas. Here example is sodium metal. When you immerse the sodium metal in water, that liberate the hydrogen gas. There the amount of energy get liberate. The process is exothermic reaction takes place there. So that release the hydrogen gas. Alkali metals are never found as free elements in nature. They are always bounded with another element. These elements bounded with the another element, that forms the compounds. Next, in S block, second group elements are called the alkaline earth metals. Alkaline earth metals are beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium. I said no trick. Beta, mange, car, scooter, bab, razi. Otherwise, be, maga, kasar, bara. Okay, next. They are found in the group 2 elements or 2A elements. Means second group A elements are the alkaline earth metals. Why the name alkaline earth metals? These metals found in the earth crust, they are in the form of macronutrients. These elements increases the alkalinity of the earth. They also form the hydroxides. Second one is they have 2 valence electrons. Valence electrons are 2. How valence electrons are 2? Take an example of beryllium. Atomic number of beryllium is 4. Write the electronic configuration as 1s2, 2s2. Otherwise write 2 and 2. Here valence cell is what? There are 2 shells. First cell and second shell. First cell occupies 2 electrons, second cell occupies 2 electrons. By losing these 2 electrons, it shows the valency of 2. So, the valence shell electrons, this outermost shell is called the valence shell. So, valence shell electrons are what? 2 electrons. These 2 are called the valence electrons. Then similarly for all the magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium, there the occupancy of 2 electrons in the valence shell. So, the valence electrons are totally 2. They are very reactive but not as much as that of the alkali metals. This is all about alkaline earth metals. Next, in P block elements. P block elements, there the 13 to the 18 family elements. First about 13 family elements, this comes under 13 family elements, that is boron family elements. 13 family is about boron family. Let us see, the boron family elements are boron, aluminium, gallium, indium, thallium, nihonium. Next, the boron family is named after the first element in the family. In boron family, the first element is what? Boron only. So, they named it as boron family. Next, they are found in group 3rd A or 13 group elements. Next, atoms in this family have 3 valence electrons. Valence electron in this 3. Take an example of boron. Boron only. Atomic number of boron is 5. Then write the electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p1. The valence shell is second shell. Second shell consisting of 3 electrons. So, valence electron are 3 valence electrons. Next. What are those elements? The elements of the boron family are boron, aluminium, gallium, indium, thallium are the elements belonging to the group 13. Bala, Ganga in Titanic. Okay, these are the boron family elements. Next, 14 family elements. 14 family elements in P block are the carbon family, because the main element is what? Carbon. Below elements are silicon, gallium, germanium, tin and the lead. Let us see about carbon family. Atoms of this family have 4 valence electrons. So, valency is 4. Carbon shows the valency of 4, no? Combining capacity of carbon is 4. This is called valency. Valency is combining capacity. It valence cell consisting of 4 electrons, so it shows the valency 4. Like that 13 family, valency 3. Then first group 1, second alkaline earth metal 2, like that only. Here this carbon family shows the valency of 4. They found in group 14 or the 4th A group. This family includes carbon, silicon, germanium, tin and lead. that is काशी गए संत प्रभु. Next, nitrogen family, nitrogens. The nitrogen family is named after the element that makes up 78% of our atmosphere. You all know about this. Our atmosphere surrounds about 78% of the nitrogen. They can be found in group 5th A or 15th group. So atoms of this nitrogen family have 5 valence electrons. They tend to share the electrons when they bond. Means 5 valence electrons, valency is 5. Sometimes it may shows valency of 3. Why the valency is 3? The mainly valency is 3, not 5. Valence electrons are 5, but it shows the valency of 3. How it is? Take an example of nitrogen. Atomic number of nitrogen is 7. Here 7 means 1s2, 2s2, 2p, 3. Here valence shell is second shell. It consisting of 2 plus 3, 5 valence electrons. But in order to explain the stability, it gained the 3 electrons. In order to complete it octet, when this element becomes stable, when this nitrogen becomes stable, the last valence electrons attain octet configuration. Octet means 8 electrons. Here, in order to complete the 8 electron or octet, it wants 3 electrons. So this nitrogen gain the 3 electron, then it shows the valency of nitrogen is 3. Next one. Atoms in the nitrogen family have 5 electrons, 5 valence electrons. They tend to share the electrons when they bond. They tend to share the 5 electrons and they want 3 electrons to complete its octet or to become stable. The other elements in this family are phosphorus, arsenic, antimony and bismuth. What are those? Ne-Phos, arsenic, antimony and bismuth, Br. Ne-Phos, so Bmr. Next one. Halogen family elements. Halogens, not halo. Halogen means halide. Halide are halogen family elements. These are 17 group elements. The elements in this family are fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine and astatine. They can be found in group 7th A or the 17th group elements. So halogens have the 7 valence electrons. Valence electrons are 7, but they gain the 1 electron to complete its octet. So it shows the valency of -1. All these fluorine, chlorine, bromine, they shows the -1 oxidation state because they gain the 1 electron to complete its octet, means to become stable. How? Check once. Fluorine, atomic number 9. Write the electronic configuration as 1s2, 2s2, 2p, 6.